Well, good morning, and it really is Saturday today. It's February the 28th. I know where my brain was yesterday, but I'm always recording these the night before, and so sometimes I get a bit confused as to what day is the next day. But it is Saturday today. I've double checked it, and it's February the 28th, and today's devotion is entitled "The Hands of the King Are Healing Hands." This is from Mark chapter 1, verses 29 to 31. As soon as they left the synagogue, they went with James and John to the home of Simon and Andrew. Simon's mother in law was in bed. Simon, of course, is Peter. Simon's mother in law was in bed with a fever, and they immediately told Jesus about her. So he went to her, took her hand, and helped her up. The fever left her, and she began to wait on them. Quick recovery, and probably something she wanted to have happen since she had company. Jewish hospitality needed to be exercised there. And so, our thoughts from Tim Keller on this one. The healing shows that Jesus is concerned with and king over the physical world, not just the spiritual. It is not simply a claim of authority, which we have in the calling of the disciples and the authoritative teaching, but is also a clear proof and exercise of Jesus' authority. He shows he has real power over sickness. Just a touch of his hand and the fever is cured. And this happens over and over and over. Three lines later, Mark records that Jesus cured whole crowds of people. A few days after that, his touch cured a man with leprosy. By the middle of chapter 2, everyone is amazed, saying, "We have never seen anything like this." The deaf hear, the blind see, and the lame walk. There are, in fact, 30 healings recorded in the Gospels, all showing that Jesus has authority over sickness. And over the first few chapters of his Gospel, Mark goes on to stack up layer upon layer of evidence to show that Jesus' authority extends to every realm of life. Come, follow me, Jesus is saying. Follow me because I'm the king you've been looking for. Follow me because I have authority over everything, and yet I've humbled myself for you. Because I died on the cross for you when you didn't have the right beliefs or the right behavior, because I have brought you news, not advice. Because I'm your true love, your true life. Follow me. He wants those he's speaking to recognize who he is, and then to make sure they keep in their memory banks all the amazing things he's doing for the least of these, for those who need a touch, for those who need healing, for those who are being shunned by the proper leadership of Israel. They don't seem to care. The religious people of Israel don't seem to care. So he has to draw the line. He has to show them the difference between who he is and what he's doing versus who they are and what they're not doing. And so the hands of the king are healing hands. Yeah, I don't want us to understand that as just being physical healing, although most all of these are physical healing. Ultimately, the best healing we can get is spiritual healing, healing of our inside, healing of our hearts, that allows us to look past the negativity of our condition and instead look at the positivity of this king that's come to seek and to save the lost. This king whose purpose in coming was to reach them and meet their needs. I tell you, we've got so much positive stuff to say to people around us about who Christ is. We have a lot of knowledge about how our enemy works as well. He comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Jesus comes to give life and give it abundantly. We know that difference. I hope we do anyway. Know that difference between the two. And we need to make sure that we are representing well. Paul refers to us in one of his letters as ambassadors of Christ. I hope that's who we are and what we're doing. We're not promoting those who are working for the enemy. We're promoting those, especially promoting the knowledge of Christ to those in need, and not give them some other false answer to their problems, some other idol, even. So oftentimes we look up to other humans as though they have powers, but they don't have them. And they fool us. They say things we can't verify, and we're not sure that they're not telling lies. Jesus, several verses in one of the chapters in John, refers to Satan as the liar and as the father of lies. And that's what he always does. That's his thing. He started with Adam and Eve, with telling lies to them, of fooling them about what he had to offer them. They bought it. And the rest is horrible news for the human race. And so we need to make sure, especially in this time of Lent, we're putting our focus on Christ, who he is, what he can do for us and has done for us in saving us, in redeeming us, in healing our spirit, our hearts, and giving us his love and friendship. I am your true love, Tim Keller writes at the end of this devotion today. Because I died on the cross for you when you didn't have the right beliefs or the right behavior. Because I have brought you news, not advice. Because I'm your true love, your true life. Because I am all of that for you and to you. Follow me. Another place he tells us to follow him, but he also says, take up your cross and follow me. It's all part of the relationship. And if we want to be in a strong connection with Jesus, we need to follow those truths. We must take up our cross and follow him. We must look to walk in his footsteps so that we can draw near. As John will write later in his first epistle, we can walk in the light as he is in the light and have fellowship with one another. It's when we're walking in other footsteps that the fellowship breaks down. Blessings to you today, and yes, it is really Saturday. Enjoy your day today, and again, think through these things and come to church tomorrow with a desire to draw near to him, because we've been promised when we draw near to him, he will draw near to us also. Again, blessings. It really truly is Saturday today, and it's February the 28th.